Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 6. Mic check in this bitch. I know I gotta do a mic check. Cause I don't like talking on this bitch for an hour and shit. And then come to find out motherfucker didn't even hear me and shit. I hate that. So I gotta do a quick sound check. I be mad at motherfucker when I be talk all goddamn day and shit. And then go check the video and the sound ain't even working. You know what I'm saying? That shit is annoying in the motherfucker. I'm driving bad in the bitch trying to do this. I'm trying to do this while I'm driving. Probably not smart. Alright. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Alright, bet. My sound check. My sound check passed. I'm on my way to go deliver a bed to Garland, Texas. It's about 45 minutes away from Arlington. Give or take traffic, whatever. Seems like that war is taking over the web. It half fast. It half fast don't even make sense to talk about anything else. Even though we need to keep talking about other shit because that'll keep a sense of normalcy in the civilian sector. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, civilians wanna try to stay regular. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing that because it's gonna make fuck everything up with the economy and everything. If everybody start getting scared and changing what they doing and shit. What you mean turn the phone? Okay. Like check. I keep hearing people say it. I heard Ant from Anton Daniels. I heard him say this ain't no war. Nigga, this is a war. What are you talking about? It's a war. It don't matter what whoever call it. You- y'all let people pee on y'all leg until it's raining. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously a war between the U.S. and Iran. Let's hope it don't go no further. And Russia and them don't get involved. And China don't get involved. Russia probably want to get involved. China, that'll fuck up their money. China's like a hustler. If we look at the world like a bunch of dudes out on the block, China is a hustler. China, China can butt heads. They got the military might to bust heads, but they'd rather hustle. China's like the dope boy on the block. The fly boy who he bust heads, but he just don't want to bust heads because he's making too much money right now. He like, let me bust heads later or something. That's China. They like the dope boy that do, but he'll bust a head, but he just getting to the bag right now. So tough, he don't want to bust a head. You know what I'm saying? That's China. The U.S. we like the police and shit. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. like the police. We put on the block. We the laws and shit. Everybody want to get off the block and shit. Iran, they like a nigga coming up in the game on the block. He coming up in the game. He body and shit. He'll get out. He'll bust a head, but he ain't got the might. He just ain't strong enough to bust a head. He bust a head, he gonna get his ass whooped, or he gonna get done in. He gonna get something done to his people. That's Iran. But the reason I want everybody to know about this war is the U.S. is losing the war right now, y'all. Straight up. They just not gonna tell you that. They're not gonna tell you. Why would they tell you they losing? That wouldn't make no sense. You gotta think. This is a chess game. This is a chess game. They wasn't. The U.S. was not prepared for those drones. Why? I don't know. They were not prepared for those drones. I don't know why they were not prepared for the drones. How do you think we even uh uh how you think we was warring in the last war? We was using drones. So I don't know how this situation come along and y'all not prepared for the drone strikes. Y'all should have been prepared for that. There's a lot of things y'all making us look green out here. Y'all crashing planes right off top. You goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? Like you making us look like we green at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. I was kind of pissed off about that. How y'all went into this? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all went into this kind of sloppy. That was sloppy work. That was sloppy work. Y'all getting shot down, all this type of shit. Y'all wasn't prepared for the drone strikes. Why were we not prepared for the drone strikes? Chief, why were we not prepared for the drone? How did we not know these motherfuckers was finna come with all these goddamn bullshit ass drones? Was we not doing espionage, or what? You know, was we not getting the proper intel? Was we not? How did we not? Even if we wasn't getting the intel, I would have just been prepared for drone strikes anyway, just because drones is a popular thing in the civilian sector. So of course, whatever is in the civilian sector, that means the military already done mastered it, created weapons out of it, all kind of shit. That's how they do before they release shit to the civilian sector. So why were we not prepared for these drones? That shit is kind of aggravating. And then another mistake, and I'm not saying our military is perfect and all that. I just want to point these things out. It's not like I'm telling some type of secret or something. This is on the news. This is things everybody is looking at. Then y'all left all the goddamn Americans over there. You know how many Americans is over there right now? Y'all fucked that up. If I'm saying all this because they would have that all of them mistakes, you would get hit in the military, all them different things that happened that I just pointed out. Those commanders that were in charge of that, they in heavy shit. You better believe it. They not behind the scenes. Those commanders that let that shit happen, let them planes go down, friendly fire, let them commanders them people probably want me to pick them up from school, but I'm way out of pocket. Hold up, for my tablet. I might could do that. Let me see. He'll call back. I answer it on the tablet. Nah, but man, we looking sloppy. We looking sloppy. Yeah, we did a lot of. We won a lot of battles. Excuse me, we won a lot of battles. We knocked the Navy down, which was, I mean, of course, salute though. But it was looking sloppy at first, y'all. Super sloppy, super sloppy. We should have been prepared for them drones. If nothing else, I hear now though they talking about they got some type of laser or something, some type of laser that's zapping the drones and shit. I'm like, damn, we got laser. We in fucking Star Wars or some shit. This is fucking Return of the Jedi. They get shooting lasers and shit at motherfucker. Gang gang. Say man, I feel a way though about this shit. At first, I was like, man, I don't think we should be going to war with these clowns. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I think we should have came up with another route. Now, eh, uh, I'm over here doing 200-300 push-ups a day trying to get back in motion. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit, I'm ready to get on their ass my goddamn self. Y'all got us fucked up. Y'all sending all these goddamn drones and shit. And then they fucking start attacking their own fucking they neighbors and shit. Start sending drones their way. They don't know what the fuck they doing. They wilding the fuck out. Nah, they wilding, but they showing their hand too though. They making a lot of mistakes too. They showed their hand when they started attacking their neighbors. They showed their hand in. They called themselves attacking the U.S. troops that were in those neighboring countries. That's what they call themselves doing. However, a lot of those drones did not land on the U.S. troops. A lot of them drones landed on the fucking people, the civilians of those countries. So y'all whacking y'all's neighbors, and them people ain't even at war with y'all. They are now, but at first they wasn't even at war with y'all. So y'all just created more shit for this shit pot. Y'all added more shit to the pot. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to get you no game or nothing because it's fuck you. I'm a U.S. soldier. Fuck you. Fuck Iran. And they mama and them. Straight up. But this whole shit looks sloppy. That's how I know it ain't even supposed to be happening. Iran, y'all some goofies. Y'all killing civilians and shit, neighboring countries, other Islamic people, Abrahamic people. Y'all whacking your own people. Y'all some goofies. And then U.S., y'all fucking crashing out $100 million ass planes and shit. Fucking leaving Americans over there in a war zone. Fuck all this stuff. I would have got my ass, when I was in the army, I used to get my ass kicked for not doing the fucking push-up right. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all crashing planes and shit? Nah, bro. What the fuck is y'all doing? We used to get in trouble for a little bit of nothing. Y'all leaving Americans over there, all kind of shit. Nah, bro. Out of the whole, billion people that stay in there, uh, damn, I kind of understand now then. Well, shit. Hey, I'm not, I'm not so solid like that. If I feel a way about something, if I get new information and to change my mindset on it, I'll change my mindset on it. I'm a realist. So I go with whatever the information is, where the information presents itself as being real. You see what I'm saying? So now I get it. Because if they killed off 5,000 to 7,000 people of their own people, and then they people crying out like, "Oh, y'all come help us," I get why we would ride for that. Then it kind of makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? At first I was like, "Why we riding? I don't give a fuck," But I get it now. It makes sense. It actually makes sense. Okay, well, shit. Hold up, I gotta look at my map right fast. 21 to 5,000. Yeah, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. But I'm gonna stand with my motherfucking country. But I'm still gonna point out some bullshit when I see it. That's just how I go. I do that with anybody. I'm gonna point out some bull. I see some bullshit. I'm gonna point it out. And I saw some bullshit, so I was pointing it out. But I actually get it now. Like, okay, they over there shooting at the protesters and shit. But at the same time, it's like that's our rule. The whole free protesting rule and all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that ain't their rule. They gotta follow the laws like they tell us to follow the laws and shit. We probably got laws that they don't fuck with. That don't mean that if you go to they come over to our country, they don't mean they still gotta follow the law, even though they don't even fuck with it. So it's kind of like the same thing with they people. I'm not saying I agree with them mowing them down or nothing, but I'm saying like you gotta follow your country law. If your country law say you can't be protesting and shit, you need to go sit your bitch ass down somewhere. If I break a law out here, they're gonna be on my ass. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Now, the government got to stand on that though, because now you got a lot of people in the world want you dead. Then already knocked off your boss, knocked off the boss and the underboss. So now y'all done overstepped your bounds and all that. And in the U.S., y'all behind schedule with these lasers and shit. Y'all should have equipped the fucking. Y'all should have had them goddamn lasers everywhere by now. That's what y'all should have been working on. Y'all weren't working on that. Y'all should have been having them lasers put everywhere. Had them lasers all over the goddamn play at every base. Matter of fact, every base got a laser zapper. It zap drones and shit. Y'all should have been on that. Why y'all ain't on that? I feel a way about y'all not being on that. Y'all letting these other countries get ahead of y'all on some technology? These little peon ass countries and shit? Iran is a peon country in the grand scheme of things. Y'all let them outsmart y'all with these drones and shit. I would have been investing money if I was the president or the whoever pays for the arms and all that. I would have been investing down there all the money into getting them zappers because you can zap missiles and drones with them hoes. A laser is exact. That's why I always try to figure out, like on Star Trek and all the different space shows, why was they missing with the laser gun? Nobody ever used to think about that but me. Cause the laser, it don't miss. It go exactly where you like the coordinates where you direct the you don't you gonna punch in some coordinates. That motherfucker gonna go exactly where the coordinates, like exactly. You can type in the speed of the thing, everything. It's gonna go exactly where the thing. It's gonna beat that up. Why on Star Wars when they shooting lasers at them, they missing? I always wanted to know that. How the fuck were they missing on Star Wars and Star Trek and all that? They would always miss with the fucking laser gun. Like, how the fuck are they missing? It's a laser gun. I used to always wonder that even when I was a kid. I was like, damn, how the fuck are they missing with the laser gun? I would think the laser just always gonna hit. Cause it's gonna go exactly where you point that motherfucker. That's the only reason why the bullet miss, because it don't always go exactly where you point it. That's why a bullet misses. Cause a bullet has gravity, has all these different elements on it. The wind, it's flipping, it's this, it's that. It has a bunch of different elements going on. That's why the bullet don't hit all the time. You might shoot 10 bullets at somebody and only hit them 3 times. But a laser, it don't have none of those variables. It is the air doesn't affect it. The gravity doesn't affect it. The movement of the object nothing affects it. It's supposed to go directly to the fucking target. So I was always wondering that as a kid, like, why the fuck they missing with the laser gun? I never understood that. I was like, that's a movie mishap. That's where they messed the movie up a little bit. You know how you see the little mess ups in the movie and shit? That's one of them right there. Cause you can't miss with a laser gun. And I mean, unless you shooting at a Jedi, cause a Jedi, he just blocking it. You not missing, he blocking it. But I'm saying all the other people that was missing, like how you missing with the laser gun? That don't make sense. What kind of lasers y'all shooting? Y'all got some old school, you know what I'm saying? Y'all laser guns, there ain't no laser gun. What is that thing shooting for real? Now I want to figure out what was they actually shooting now. Because that wasn't a laser. I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on, I gotta look at my map again. No, but we do got the lasers. If I was the whoever you know decides where the money is spent, I would have been spending, which I think is the Secretary of Defense, but I could be wrong. I would have been focusing most of the money on them zappers, putting a zapper on every post, every embassy, every ship, every you know everything that's $1 billion better. This damn truck down there ran everybody over. I would have been glad if you'd have hit me. I'd have got paid. Goofy ass nigga. These niggas be getting their license at AutoZone and shit. AutoZone be passing out licenses and shit. They be like, yeah, look, everybody in here will get a license. You're in here right now shopping. You get a license. They like, oh, bet, give me one. I want one. That's how they got their license and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't read the book. The little book you got to read, take the test. Nigga ain't never seen. He ain't know it was a book. Like, that's a book? Damn, I ain't know it was a book. That's how these people drive like that. I would have been putting most of the money on the zappers, on everything, schools, everything. I have a zapper. You be like, damn, what's that? You be hearing the zap go on and shit. And then in the time of war, you just train that hoe to zap mosquitoes. Nah, that'll cost too much. I'm just saying, had that hoe train to I don't know. I guess just let it chill. You know what I'm saying? Let it chill when it ain't being used for. It's probably like that the zapper on GTA. You know on GTA the zapper? Shh. Yeah, I would have been putting all the money on the zappers. Had them things everywhere. I wonder how much power it take though, because it's got to be a lot of power. Imagine how much power it could take to have a laser powerful enough to reach a drone. You know, maybe 200-300 feet up in the air, and pinpoint on the drone and fire a beam. You know, with enough power to ignite going to each shot, like that zapper on GTA. I think you got to spend like $1 million or something on there to zap somebody. It's probably more than that in real time. It's probably a few million or something just to do one zap. I don't know why they not using those I forgot the name of those guns. But they have these guns that shoot like I'm talking about like a whole lot of rounds per second. It goes and just shoot like an endless stream of bullets. And they pretty much knock down there anything pretty much. They be on the ships. I don't know why they not using those. Those will knock them drones out of the sky. That's probably less expensive. That's expensive too, but it's probably less expensive than shooting at a whole Patriot missile at a drone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you shooting a $4 million munition at a $20,000 munition to take out a $20,000 munition. That's crazy. You know, I'm gonna have to get off here. 'Cause I gotta pay attention. I gotta make this sale with my client right fast too. I want to be professional, so I'm finna get off of here, and I'll jump back on.